person who's going to speak is Teresa Smith on behalf of Cesar Cruz.
Hi, my name is Teresa Smith. My son Cesar was killed in 2009 at Walmart on Euclid and I guess it's Crescent. We don't have much other than they followed him. Several officers, about 6 or 7 cars. They got off. 5 police shot at him. They shot him at least 15 times in the back. He was still in his seatbelt when they killed him. That's about all I know. I started protesting the same week that they killed him out in front of Anaheim PD. So I've been out in front of Anaheim PD for about 2 years and 4 months. Been out there almost every Sunday. Been out there by myself, been out there with family, friends. But as time goes on, people kind of die off. But you have people who will really stick by you. And this is what we're looking for. We need people that are committed to what we're doing. Renee saw me out there one time by myself, and she's never failed to be out there with me on a Sunday.
That's right. You'll never be alone out there.
Teresa has been with me from day one. That's my T-Dog right there. I think the reason we want everybody together is, like everybody's saying, you know, we've all had a loved one taken so abruptly and for no reason, and nobody is ever held accountable, ever. Police are never held accountable for what they do. They can just shoot and kill and say, well, they reached in their waistband, or they ran, or they bumped my car, or they were next con, they were next parolee, they're on parole. You know, you don't shoot somebody in the back and justify it. It's not. It just isn't justified. And I think that they've killed almost everybody in Anaheim in the back. Like I said, they shot my son several times, twice to the head, for sure, and once to the heart that I do know of. I couldn't turn his body over to see how many times he'd been shot. But that's what I could see. What we want to do is get families together. That's what we're doing today. We need to have a coalition. We need to start writing letters. I'm going to advise all of you families that this has just recently happened to, that when this happened to my son, I wrote to the senator, I wrote to the House of Representatives, I wrote to the Justice Department, I wrote to the FBI, I wrote to congressmen, I wrote to everybody I possibly could. We did get a response from Congress and from the senator. They couldn't do anything because it was still under investigation. I didn't find out until almost a year and a half later that Tony Rackauckus said that what they had done to my son was justified. And I found that out in the news. A reporter put it in one of her articles, and that's how I found out that Tony Rackauckus had said, oh well, it's justified. So what I have today, this petition here is to the Justice Department so that we can have them review all the cases that Tony Rackauckus is refusing. He doesn't want to prosecute anybody. But this is going to have to start happening, just like in the Kelly Thomas case. People have to make noise. We have to have masses. We have to have people out here, not just like this, but protesting, writing letters. Whoever you know, have your family write a letter. I've given you addresses on the little packets that you can write to Congress. The petition has the address to the Justice Department. These are things that are very, very, very important. These are things, like I said, the protests are great. The protests are to bring awareness. That's what it's for. This is how, like I said, I've been doing this a long time, and it's brought other families together. But you personally, for your personal, whatever you're going through, start writing letters. Sign this petition. Get everybody you can to sign this petition. The only one that can come in here and do something about it is the Justice Department. Tony Rackauckus doesn't care, the judges don't care, the police don't care, the chief of police thinks we're a joke. You know, when you guys had your meeting, what did they say? Oh, we're going to have a gang. You know, they had the gang guy come out here and say, oh, we're trying to get the gangs. Okay, well, maybe we're killing each other. But they have a job to protect us, not to kill us. And that's exactly what they're doing. So this is what I'm fighting, them killing us.
No, I don't know if anybody here online